Hello.
Hello.
We're finally
G'day.
doing another one.
We're back.
Back.
Back for more
Maybe.
tier lists.
G'day, welcome back to the Last Lines of News and Men. And we've got a little familiar face here.
Not
That
me.
doesn't feel that familiar, mate. It's been that long.
Yeah, actually, I think everyone's forgotten about you guys.
We've
That's
brought
it.
him out of his hiatus.
Yeah. 2 months of
That's
living and breathing work. Time to play wargame again.
Dragged him back to the hobby, kicking and screaming.
Well, we're very glad to have you back in the hobby.
Glad to be
Good
here,
to
fellas.
see
Thanks
you.
for having me. Jeff from Wag here, by the way, I suppose.
Yeah. I needed you to say it. I just
Yeah.
The buttery
lion.
voice of Jeff from Wag. That's what we're
I
here
tried
for.
bung on a Mick from Wag, but I can't quite do that one yet. So.
G'day, gamers. Mick from
G'day,
Wag.
G'day, gamers.
So good.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right. Oh.
What are we here to do today, Jeff? What have we dragged you out of hiatus for?
Well, I've got a couple of armies that I've played at tournaments, and every single one of them, you could write a book about them. Really, it's how to make friends and influence people. So we've done Angmar. So moving on to my second love is Corsairs of Umbar.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
you've had some serious success with these guys lately as well.
Yeah.
Well, before you
was-
retired.
I felt
Yes,
the backhand of these Corsairs at the last Gladstone tournament, round 1. So excited to
Yes.
have a yarn about them with you.
Yeah, it's
Fucking Corsairs.
leading into the video. The one disclaimer I put on them is I started off playing them pure, and I think they've got legs. But I think I started talking to you, Sean, that mixed with the Serpent Horde. Like if you want to make them punch
Yeah,
at another level, but
That's the thing.
still really good pure.
Your 800 point list, you had Suladan and was it 9 Harad bows or something and a couple of fatties. And
So 9, yeah. So
the combination of
so
those bows with
Yeah.
the 10 Arbalisters was filthy. Like
it's
it was
so
so
gross.
oppressive. I thought
it's
double
like-
bolt throws were oppressive. That's fucking oppressive.
And then it's the 30,000 fucking throw weapons on all
yeah.
your base troops. It's fucked.
It's
Fucked. And
beautiful.
Sully, Sully is literally the best model to ally into any list.
Oh, it goes
ever.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Plus, that's 6-inch banner with the Fight 4 on the Corsairs too.
so
It's just
fucking good.
Yeah,
yeah.
sensational.
Especially with Corsairs as well. Like they can't really get like a traditional banner. So having that 6-inch boy, fuck me.
And
Because
that
the
2
only
points.
banner
was-
effect they
Sorry,
have,
Sean?
is it Whippy Boy?
They've got 2. They've
Oh,
got
the
the
bosun.
Dogma and the Bosun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. So
Delgamar's not really a banner effect. It's more of a re-roll with a bit of risk sort of thing. But yeah, Bosun's
Yeah.
the traditional banner effect.
right. Yeah,
It's a
that's right.
banner. Yeah.
Yeah. But and that's even like your scoring points. That GW 600 pointer that I won with them. If I didn't have Suladan in my list, I wouldn't have won one of those games for the banner points. So
Yeah, just having the
that is
cheeky
true.
banner VPs.
yeah.
Real handy.
Well, jumping right into it, we've got a bit of an odd one to start with. It's the Black Num Marshal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
I
think-
honestly, I would love to run run a Corsairs list just with a couple of cheeky Black Nums. Like if they could grab Morgul Knights, that'd just be so nice. I love
Yeah.
Morgul Knights,
if
but
they
they
could
can't.
run Morgul Knights, sure. I think the Black Numenorian Marshal kind of has a place. But
Well, to be fair, the Black Num, I always think of the Black Numenorian Marshal as being mounted, but he actually buys the horse, so you can
Yeah.
just have him on foot.
Yeah.
So it's still, it's a fight 5, sorry, strength 4, terror. A D7. Like he's a pretty tanky little dude.
it is nice. But I don't know. I feel like I'd prefer to take
Oh, for sure.
Sharon, for example. Like that's
Yeah.
You kind of look at the Black Numenorian Marshal and you kind of go, yeah, look, cool and solid. If you're running a mix of Black Numenorians in with your Corsairs, I think that's where you start to consider him a lot more. But I don't know. Like, even just an extra
Personally,
captain-
actually, I reckon I would take him over a Hasharin just because they're similar enough. Obviously, a Hasharin, Hasharin's very good.
Mm.
But the thing with the Black Nun Marshal is that he's like 25 points cheaper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
So I think he kind of maybe has a bit of a place there being, oh, actually, no, sorry, 15 points cheaper. Yeah, 15 points cheaper.
Something like that.
In a pure list too. That's one of the beauty of having those couple of serpent riders or whatever. But if he's the only real like access you've got to that horse, and there's some
True,
serious
yeah.
synergy there with if you
Backstabbers.
heroic combat into Delamere's combat, suddenly Delamere's rolling 6 dice to wound, re-rolling everything with +1 to wound. Like there's
Yeah.
That is
some,
Having
Yeah.
a little bit of knockdown for
Yeah.
for that backstabber special roll is pretty bonkers for
nasty.
sure.
yeah,
I don't
so-
mind him. I think he's still probably B tier, but
Yeah, I reckon-
I still think he's
Yeah.
got a place.
comfortably
Even-
sits in
even
B
me.
tier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially
Right.
like with such a low defense army, I think having just that lad to go there and just be a wall, D7 shielding, 4 attacks kind of thing.
I
could
do
work.
love a shielding captain. I really do.
Yeah.
So,
Five,
a D7
five,
shielding
five
captain.
D7.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
pretty
too
nice.
shabby.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's not really how the list plays, is it, Jeff?
No, unfortunately. All's the wall, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Uh,
You have your 1D7 captain there, and suddenly all your D4 beside is just melting away. Standing there by himself.
yeah, he's sitting there. He's like, "Yeah, guys, I've done it." Oh, everyone's done it.
Yeah. The Corsairs are the ice cream. He's the ice cream cone. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no,
Mr. Bosun.
All right, Bosun. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Bosun.
I
think-
think some strong feelings, but I'll let you guys go first.
like to
Hey,
be
no,
fair, I have a
you're
weird
to be-
relationship with Corsairs.
Yeah,
I
you're
spent-
realistically the expert here, Jeff.
Yeah. I spent months building the
Yeah.
perfect pure Corsair list to play 3
Per-
games.
Perfect is very generous for what list you have.
It was pretty damn good. It was really good. And then I just went, nah, I don't like this, and then ended up selling it.
No, hang
But I
on. You're
feel
missing.
like-
You're missing where you lost 2 games to Eastlings, and we're like, "No, I'm done."
I won 1 game really like handsomely in the first outing with them, and then there was 2 games I just got smashed by Eastlings, and then some messaged me was like, "Hey, bro, can I buy your Corsairs?" And I went, "You sure can."
and then they won a tournament with it.
And then they won a tournament with it like the next weekend or something. It was bonkers. But I feel like you've got to take one. They're,
Oh,
they're a
for
bit
sure.
they're a bit annoying. Oh, I'm liking that face, Jeff. I'm liking that face.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean,
there's-
if you're running pure, I reckon you've got to, because like they're
Yeah,
your
pure.
banner.
The banner,
Yeah.
and then personally, I really like Reavers, and they're your
True.
you know,
Yeah.
they're your Reaver
That-
herder. So
And that's where that's where they have their niche in my mind is a Reaver build.
Yeah.
And like I said, pure Corsairs, you got to take one just for the banner.
Yeah.
But even then, at 600 points, I'd quite happily drop the boast. Like in my mind, you're dropping. Pick an extra 5 points buys you a captain that has the
An
extra
extra
point of
point.
might. You know, like
The extra
it's-
fight
yeah,
value. The extra
fight value. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's to me, it's nearly a no-brainer. But there are, like I said, if you do a Reaver build, that's where I reckon you take a Bosun.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd be quite happy because you're not getting the VPs for banner, so I'm not worried about that.
No,
and I'd
but with that
Dalgamar's
fight
better.
4,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
having him and Dalgamar running around, like you're able to hopefully win those fights a little
Yep.
bit more handily. But yeah, I think he's probably solidly. He's got to be above the
Yeah,
the Marshall.
I still think like a pure Corsair build with Reavers is sensational. So I still think he's
Yeah.
like a
No,
A
yeah,
minus
he
B.
is.
Yeah, but
Yeah, low A. Yeah,
sounds good.
I think no, you're right because I think it's the banner and the Reaver. Like you
That's-
he's got of attacks really
Yeah.
for that point.
Well, it's-
Like,
yeah.
I know in your list that you took it to Gladstone, you didn't have any Reavers, did you, Jeff? From memory?
Then that was a bit of experimenting. If I ran pure Corsairs, it would be Reavers, but I decided to sacrifice the Reaver warband to
for
pick
Sully.
up Suladans, you know.
Which I think-
yeah.
Look, I think that's the right play.
I will
Personally, think
say-
that's the play. But
It's
Just
on both,
having a quick look at it now. So say like a regular warrior, say a Corsair warrior could have a banner, the 25 points on top of a 7-point model. You're not paying that much more to grab, an extra attack, an extra wound, an extra might, You know, with that 45 points,
Yeah.
you know, if he's your banner, you know, he's not that much more expensive really than just a warrior with banner, and he's got a whole lot more going for him.
No, and we did forget to mention that you can actually take a black Numenorean in this list with banner, so you do have access to a
Yeah,
troop with the banner.
actually, that
It's
is
just
True. I always
Yeah.
forget about that.
Yeah,
that is
that's
true.
honestly something I forget myself. So
But actually, yeah, Black Num banner. Oh,
Yeah.
probably one of the
Every
best
day.
banners in the game.
best banner of the game. Absolutely best banner in the game. D6
So-
Terror. Oh, fuck yeah.
So if you're chasing
me
the
up with
banner
that.
effect in a pure list, I think that's the way. That's the way I'd go about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Slipping in a captain.
Yep.
I don't mind the captain. I think he's above the bosun.
100%,
Easy.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Easy.
fight
Is-
5.
Is he pushing?
four
Is he
to
pushing
attacks.
S2 maybe?
I think
No.
S2, yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Well, you get all these heroes get backstabbers, mate.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
mean,
bloody-
yeah, for sure. I think
Backstabber,
there's two.
give him a
I
two-handed
reckon.
axe.
Yep.
Oh, that's true.
boy-
Plus
and you
2
got
to wound.
40
Strength
to 50
5.
models backing him up.
Yep. Strength 5 plus 2 to wound.
Yep.
It's just yeah.
It's pushing it. That's pushing
It's
it.
like
I
Grishnak.
don't mind that.
It's a slightly
No.
shitter Grishnak.
He's a shit to Grishnak. No, he's better. He's got plus 2 to wound.
Yeah.
So does Grishnak in Uglug Scouts.
Oh, in Uglug Scouts, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
specifically in Uglug Scouts.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You do have plus 2 to win.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
a slightly
And also,
shitter.
Grishnak can't get to strength 5, so he's actually worse. He's better than Grishnak.
Yeah, but he
Eight
doesn't have
probably
minus
is cool.
1. Anyway,
Yeah.
A is probably the core. Like it's not. I don't think he's going to single-handedly win your game, but he is going to be in.
That's-
Like if you write a Corsair list, you are going to put
he's
one
going
or
to
two
be
of
in
these in.
there. But I
Yeah.
reckon there's definitely 2 models there that are going to just be in every Corsair list. You're right.
Yep.
Oh,
I think.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which one of them is absolutely next, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah, Dalgamar.
Yep, it's either Dalamar or Delgamar. I can never remember their names.
This is Dalgamar. This is
It's
Dalgamar.
Delgamar. All right, Delgamar.
Instead of Dalamir.
Dalamir.
Yeah.
But
Gotta
yeah,
roll
no,
those
this
Rs.
is your re-rolling every single dice in the fight. If you really want to take those straight to it.
And you do every time.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
hey, look, what they needing 6s to wound anyway? Strength 2 on
yeah,
D4.
Fights, yeah.
Yeah.
5s. And
Yeah.
then because you can get to D4. They're D3 base, aren't they?
Yeah. It was more of a to me.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
you analyze
That's right.
your
Yeah,
chance
yeah,
to win
yeah,
the fight. Like you think
Yeah.
about like your chance to win the fight. Is it worth it? You know. But yeah.
If you've got like 3 dice in there and you're higher fight than them, you are absolutely whipping every single boy for sure.
100%.
Like,
100%.
Yeah.
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 No, he's great. I love him. 3 attacks, the strength 5, sorry, fight 5.
Yep.
And the
throwing
big
daggers,
thing,
obviously.
he's
3
a
plus shoot.
3 might hero.
3 plus
Yeah.
shoot, 3 might hero as well,
It's a
which is
3 might,
definitely something that
which-
Corsairs struggle with.
Yeah, old mate, the other one, the bald boy,
Dalamir.
Dalamir. A hero of legend with only 2 might. Oh, that
It's
hurts.
pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
That's
But no, I love him.
you find this guy's like he is your move jockey. I find like he is the guy that just sits in the middle of the battle line, banner effect, moves. He's
Yeah.
he'd put him
What's
into
the thing?
troops.
The thing that definitely lowers him down is that no strike for sure. But
I think
like-
he'd be busted if he had strike though. I think he would
Oh,
actually.
I think he actually, yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
it's 3 attacks with +1s to wound and
Yeah.
fucking they're throwing daggers on 3s and it's pretty fun.
He's still
Yeah, he's-
like an exceptional troop mincer too. Like yeah,
Oh, for
like I said,
sure.
3 attacks +1 to wound. You can get into some pretty tough stuff and
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, I think he'd be a contender for the top spot. Probably just
Wow.
loses it in my opinion, but
I
yeah,
think
he's
it's
unreal.
It's tight. It's tight for sure.
Yeah.
Because we've got the Fleet Master himself, Dalamir.
Old mate,
I
Mr. Bane of
really
Kings.
like him actually.
He is
I-
without
he-
a doubt one of my favorite heroes in the game. 90 points, and the only thing that's shit about him is he's only got 2 might.
That's it.
I think he's a nearly
Honestly,
perfect hero.
everything else he's got is just sick.
It's amazing. Oh,
Like
you
he's
want to
just
drain
got
your
such
opponent's
cool
will?
shit.
Bang, fucking smoke bomb. Oh, you want
Yeah,
to
but
confirm a
that's the
kill
thing.
on just troops? Smoke bomb.
Yeah, smoke bomb. Yeah, do it on troops because then they can't resist.
yeah. That's when smoke.
Yeah,
bombs
as
are
long as
right.
you're rolling all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
smoke corner of the game, rolling a 1. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let's the smoke. I've had it played a bit of the smoke bomb a bit, and I've never had like it. It does drain that point of will out, but I've never seen it reliably be useful against heroes.
Oh,
Even
for sure.
No.
But the thing I see it gives a list is monster control. Someone rocks up
Yes.
with a Mordor troll or something like that. You can
Yeah.
go with Delamere and a couple of Corsairs or a couple of Reavers and say that troll's dead this turn.
Yeah,
See you later.
absolutely.
Yeah,
The fact that
so-
he can't be trapped as well, like sure he's only D4, but he's got 2 wounds and 3 fate and cannot be trapped.
Yeah.
It's such a nice
Huge.
rule for your leader, and then you can go, oh, okay, heroic defense. You're
Yeah.
like sick. You're rolling regular dice with like, if you've got 3 models somehow trapping him, and then you're
Yeah.
rolling your regular amount of dice and you're needing 6s. It's just like, yeah, he's pretty tanky.
It's massive.
But
Yeah.
it's absolutely that 2 might. Though I think if he had 3 might, he would also be a bit busted.
At 90 points, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'd gladly pay what an extra 10 points, make him 100 points, and give him 3 might. Still
Yeah,
well worth
same.
it.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. For
Like
sure.
without a doubt. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he has to take top spot. There's
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
easy.
I
there's
think he
nothing
does.
else in this list that makes me it's
Nah.
got to.
And 90 points for a hero of legend in a
Yeah.
list where you're looking to spam out numbers. Like,
Yeah.
and the other thing, I keep going out of the goalpost this review, but when
Don't
you
you fucking
end up
dare.
when you're mixing Serpent Horde in, so Suladan being legend, you can actually make Delamere your leader, and suddenly you're not so worried about Suladan's fragility. You can send him into some sticky situations if you want to.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great if we were doing that kind of list.
Yeah, just saying.
Oh, whenever we have a guest on, they break all the fucking rules.
Yeah, meant to be broken, aren't they?
Ah,
Yeah.
no, he's great. I love him. He's a lot of fun.
Solid.
And
Now,
then
The
I don't
mini
know.
Dalgamars, Hasharan.
Delamere's.
Dalam.
Calamir's, Dalgamiri.
I'm so confused. I don't know what's what.
So the good one's Dalgamar. I mean the Dalamir. I mean Dalgamar. I mean Dalamir.
I was about to say
the one in
they're
S tier
both
is
bald.
Dalamir.
The bearded one and the non-bearded one. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Ugh.
The bald one's Dalamir. The one
Oh,
in robes is Dalamir.
shit.
Oh, the one with the 3+ shoot and fight 5.
Yeah, that's it. Narrows it down.
Disgusting.
One with 3 attacks. Oh shit.
Backstabbers. Yeah.
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 But no, you're right. He's a bit of a mini Dalamir.
Hmm.
The strike, the defense. He's 10 points cheaper. Yeah, it's actually really interesting that like for 10 points less, you're losing Hero of Legend
Point of
going
might.
down to Hero of Fortitude. You're losing a point of might. You're losing 3 will and
Yeah.
another special rule.
Yeah.
It's a big drop. I do think
It's
they are
pretty
a bit
massive drop.
pricey for what they do,
Yeah,
but-
80 points.
but I rate them. I enjoy them. Yeah.
I've had a couple of games, but I know some people love them to death, but like when I'm playing Corsairs, I'm looking to maximize backstabbers to get the kill.
Yeah.
And that's I always I set up these sick traps and then no, hang on, that model's not a Corsair, it doesn't have backstab. It rerolls all its wounds, but
Bane of Kings,
you know, I
yeah.
just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Six,
but it's
six,
like-
six dice. But
them not having the Corsair keyword, I think, yeah, it just turns me off. And like I said, that only
Yeah.
1 point of might, and yeah, maybe I've been
I-
split with Delamere, but
yeah, no, personally, I'm not actually a huge fan of the Hasharin. Yeah, if every time I go, making a Corsair list myself, they're never in. I don't know. They're just like they're just a bit too expensive for just like a few too many downsides.
Yeah. That
Like
is fair.
it's that hero of fortitude. It's like the not having the Corsair keyword. It's like
Yeah.
you basic. You're right with he's a mini Dalamir, but then like I've already got that. It's better.
For only an extra 10 points.
Yeah.
I even
Yeah.
draw like where they're like in my list, the place they would take would be the captain. You're dropping
That's
for
it.
like 30 points. You're picking up a point of might. Fight value is the same. You lose strike, but you've got an extra point of might. It's like
That's it.
I just,
yeah.
compared to a
And then
captain,
also
just,
extra troops on top of that which is
Yeah.
yeah.
The
100%
only
fair enough.
benefit they're giving you is that extra striker, because obviously Delamere is your only striker otherwise.
If you're pure.
If you're pure, if you're fucking
Sorry.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and like obviously, yeah, benefit of having another striker in a pure Corsairs list is quite nice. But yeah, personally, like I think I would probably still take a captain over them.
So
Yeah.
that's probably exactly where I'd slid them in between the bosun and the captain, because they're still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, still fantastic.
complaining about mostly positive traits, really.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Like you know, Beta
Yeah.
Kings can't be trapped. Stalker
They're
Seed,
they're perfect at just assassinating like smaller heroes. That's where they shine. You throw them into a captain or like a mid to low tier hero, and they'll put the fucking work in. And I think
I
that's
love them with an
that's where they
extra
come
point of
through.
might. I reckon if they had one extra point of might, they'd
Then they're
be
worth the 80
S
points.
tier. Yeah,
Yeah,
S tier for
easy.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So you
just
take
that
them
like
for sure. Yeah.
because you're already pretty low on might in the Corsairs list, so you're like, yeah, taking another model that only has one might, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, a bit rough. Speaking of low
Rough.
might, speaking of rough, okay, I have a soft spot for the Knight of Umbar. He is like, I know everyone fucking hates him. I know he's considered like one of the worst ring rates. I love this dude. I can't tell
He
you
looks
why.
fucking sick.
It's
He
like,
I mean,
looks
obviously he looks sick,
amazing.
it's probably like the runt of the litter. Like
Yeah.
they're not the best at anything. They don't do anything really well,
Nah.
but you feel sorry for him. And
Yeah,
you wanna,
it's a pity party for him.
Yeah. I like him. I like him. I've been trying to make myself a Corsairs list for the last couple of months. Like, I'm not ever going to get them anytime soon, but I really want them eventually. But he is in that list, and I actually really like him in that list. If he's sitting on a fell beast, if he's like picking off on the sides, hurling down lines, that kind of stuff. Like, I think he works really well to just be a bit of a like skirmish lad.
He's just
'Cause,
like he's a shit caster, which makes you go, oh, he must be a
Yes.
combat wraith. But then he's kind of a shit combat wraith.
He's
like-
not a bad combat wraith, to be fair.
Cool.
Like,
He can. What's he do? Mimic opponents.
takes their profile.
Stats.
Yeah,
shit,
he
like,
can mimic. He can mimic
Cool.
stats. That's great. But the best thing I think he's got is that he's not losing will when he's in combat. If he wins,
that
Yeah.
is. Look, that is a big thing that wraiths suffer with. So yeah.
because I think that is like he could kill, like he goes in on the sides, like killing off chaff. He could kill he's one of the ones that you send in with Delamere and murder a bloody troll, or any kind of monster, because he's just going to copy their stats and be that fight 7, be that strength 8, whatever it is. I don't mind him. I think there's a place for him, but it's just he's so expensive for what he's.
I think that place for him is in the whole. Oh, you never see him.
I thought you were going to finish that sentence there. I think that place for him is in the hole.
Look,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's where he belongs. Make a new fucking tier in the hole. No, I think he fits in that spot of like, oh, you don't see him, so I'm going to find a way to take him. I'm going to find a way to make him work, as opposed to him just working.
I've been bagging the buggery out of him, but I'll come in with. I think he does have a place in the pure Corsair list, and I know he's it's not the best at it, but like you're saying, where you don't have access to that second striker, so I think you got a bit of synergy there with. I know he's taken the will off the heroes, so the smoke bomb can then work.
Yeah. Because
So I think-
you throw him around, and even just chucking a couple of cheeky transfixes around. He's obviously not getting them off very easily, but on 4s, you'll get roughly 50% of them off, depending on how many dice you're using.
Drag a point of will out, and you give Delamere the chance to strike unopposed. And you do
That's
that a
it,
couple of
yeah.
times, and suddenly you know, Delamere has the ability to outgrind a 3-might hero because they've run out of will and he can just smoke bomb every turn. You know,
That's
so,
it. Yeah, I think
yeah.
he's got a place. It's not in the hole, but I've done it already. So
No, look, I think he sits in B tier. I think that's where he.
personally, yeah, personally, I think he does. But man, he's staying there.
I would have gone probably C. I reckon. Like, I don't think he's as good as the
I just realised that.
the Marshall personally. So yeah, I'd probably put him a tier below the Marshall.
Oh, ouch!
Yeah.
All right,
That's just me.
I think as well, what he could also sit really well with is if you do, Marshall, Blacknum kind of Corsair list, you throw him in there, and suddenly you've got Harbinger of Evil as well, which is really helps for all your terror around. I think he's got a place. I think there's a list out there that has
there's a crack in the wall. There's a very faint crack in the wall, and that's his place.
He's squeezing in. He's
squeezing through that crack to get.
I reckon he's got a spot where he can do some real work. But yeah, it's
make that list and prove us wrong.
I want to. I really do. I've been wanting to ever since I was like, I like the Knight of Umber, and everyone was like, "What you fucking talking?" Like, well, fuck you guys. I'm doing it.
I'm a dark Marshall simp, so Margot.
But he's actually really fucking good.
He's actually really good.
Fuck you, I guess.
Nice.
Oh, we're on to the elf fucking warriors.
I genuinely thought you said we're on to the elves, and I got very confused for a second.
We're on to the elves.
Time for me to go, boys.
Hard transition. We're doing fucking Thranduil Souls again.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah. So there's not a lot of troop options for the old.
No, but they don't need many troop options.
No, their troops are fucking great as is, to be honest.
Banging.
They are so fucking good.
Well, the big one, the first one, the Corsair Arbalist is
Sean's favourite.
My favourite. Because
best crossbows in the game. Like, hands down, the best crossbows in the game. They are the cheapest. They are the cheapest. They are the most effective. You can have the most of them because the rest of your troops are so cheap. Like, and they're D6 when they're getting shot at, which is like more than any other than fucking
Iron Hills. I have nightmares of what Jeff did to me with Corsair crossbow.
It was pretty rough.
They were in groups of 3, just 3 little fuckers, just spread across the board. Some in towers, some not in towers. And he was like, "Oh, is that a Fountain Court guard? Dead. Oh, is that a spear supporting? But dead.
Oh, those little fuck knuckles. They're so bad.
Dead. Oh, you're gonna shoot me with your bolt thrower? I don't give a shit. I'm still here. Oh.
Yeah, that actually that makes me fucking remember you like murdering all my lads with those Dale Warriors. So I'm pretty happy with you getting some fucking come up.
I'm so mad that this channel wasn't a thing when that game happened because that was such a good game. Just these D7 and D9 dwarves just walking forward, and then Dale Bowman just going dead.
Yeah.
It was sensational.
Oh, and there was that fucking T-bar game where you just murdered all my Urkai as well.
Oh yeah,
every fucking pike that I had was dead before combat. Like was like 3 or something.
It's like, oh, you're doing your 3 in a line pike. Let me just shoot the guy in the middle.
Yeah, dead. Second guy every time.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway, absolutely S tier. Like, Corsair Arbalist is
question.
Fantastic.
Forgot the other one rules you did forget to mention, mate, was the shielding. That's the only guy with the bow
absolutely. Absolutely. It's fucked.
Number of times these guys, I've had them on a backfield objective, hero runs in or something, and just that shielding, they just hold up. It's just defense 3 shouldn't last, but with the shielding, sometimes you get lucky, you know?
Mate, it's so good. Yeah.
I really enjoy the strategy with these guys of running your entire army forward, keeping your crossbows behind. So then your opponent goes like, oh, so he can't shoot me. Cool. Runs their army out in the open, and then you just lay your Corsairs down, and then the Arbalist is just. I tried to do it. It didn't work.
Oh, it's gross.
Because Riley's too fucking smart. But I have watched someone do it, and it is a glorious sight when they're like, all right, my entire army lays on the ground, and their opponent just goes, huh? Huh? And it's like, he's
Bap,
12.
bap, bap, bap.
Yeah, he's 12 crossbows. Oh, you left your hero out in front? Get fucked. Poof.
Yeah.
Ah, sick.
Bap, bap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's
Yeah,
fucked.
gangster shit.
Yeah, no, they're so good. They're so good.
Yep.
Blacknum banner also S tier, I reckon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like fucking
a
best
pure
banner in the
list.
game.
Best banner in the game.
In a pure list, thank you, Jeff.
Just clarifying. Not required in a mixed list that I might have referred to once or twice.
No, you're right. Yeah. What was that again, Jeff? Sorry.
Oh no, I
That's
don't want
the
to bring it up.
last 10.
Let's just restart this and we'll do a mixed Corsair.
But it's
round.
only adding
It's-
Suladan. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, Razza.
that's it.
Razza if I feel like being spicy.
Oh,
but, yeah.
fucking hell.
Uh,
But
Oh, we got
they-
Paul.
Oh, Paul.
Paul.
For the two people that
Corsair
watch our
Bowman.
battle companies, this particular Corsair bowman is Paul, and
He's my
that man
favourite.
is a fucking sharpshooter.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that much, to be honest. Every time we're like, it's Paul, he does fuck all.
Useless prick.
Yeah. He did like one good thing on like the first time we used him, and then we're all like, yeah, he's great. And that's all he's done.
Yeah, we've been chasing that high ever since.
Yeah. But as an actual troop, I don't really rate the just regular fucking bowman, to be honest. Take
No.
some crossbows.
they've got a place. In that pure list, that Reaver list I was talking about, I found that like you block crossbows with Reavers. I just found that the bows being able to move half, it just
Yeah,
sort of
that's
enables
true.
this more
Just-
aggressive style because it's still got your throwing weapon and you're still a Corsair, you know. So it's like
Yeah.
you use
no,
these bows
it's-
moving up halfway up the field, shooting, and then when you make combat, you've still got overwhelming numbers plus Reavers diving in. Like I'm not
Yeah.
saying they're great, but they've got place.
You know, much like the Knight of Umbar, they've got a
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Which I fully get that idea of, yeah, you move forward slowly with them, you shoot. Personally, I just look at whether it be the shielding guys, and I think that's where I'd rather be.
Yeah,
The
it's
shielding
just, it's-
Corsairs are just as good as fucking shielding orcs, cheap as fucking chips. and they
better.
just sit there and
It's
go,
their fight for.
I shield, and you're just like, oh,
Fight,
fuck.
fight for shielding is so good for
It's
a
top tier.
fucking 8-point model. Like that's fucked.
When you got 60 of them on the table or something like
Oh
that.
my god, absolutely.
Yeah,
B. You know.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Maybe run a couple, but yeah.
there's a spot, but also not.
I realize obviously one of these has to be a warhorn, so we'll have the downward boy be the warhorn.
Yeah.
So just a regular old fucking black numb.
I raid them. I raid them in Corsairs.
I love
But
them. I do love black
at
numb.
the same time, what Jeff has been saying about wanting to get mass numbers with backstabbers, I think that's the play.
that's the player. I reckon, yeah.
It is-
There is a list there with them, like
Yeah.
the same as the the other fella that I won't be
Yeah.
named. I think they're good, and in Mordor they're best tier without a
Oh,
question.
fantastic!
Mm.
Yeah.
But I just it might just be my play style, but I just found I've had more success. Max numbers, max throwing weapons, max
No,
backstabbers.
I totally
Yeah.
agree. I mean, I also I'm biased. I love a fucking horde. So good, love hordes.
Yeah.
But and like these would be great. I think they've definitely got a place in the list for sure. That's why I think still sticking in B tier. But apparently B tier is like the new D tier according to Geordie. So
Yeah. Fucking Eastling captains, fucking shit.
yeah. Apparently B tier is just I've pissed on your family because I put your favorite model in B tier.
Perfect.
Oh my god! But no, I do like them. But yeah, I think they're a bit
I
more
think-
situation.
I think you're right. In Corsairs, like it'd be nice to have one or two floating around, or not one or two, but just a spattering of
A
them
squad.
within the list. But at the end of the day, you do want backstabbers and max numbers. Because how many points is one of these bad boys?
9.
9. So what's that?
Yeah.
About 1.5 Corsairs almost.
No.
What?
Corsairs
No.
are 8 points. 8 points for Corsairs.
Oh, eight
Well,
point
7,
Corsairs. Oh,
7
yeah, okay.
and then shield, bow, spear,
Yeah.
whatever you have. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Fair.
not quite 1.5 courses,
No.
but They're
they're
definitely a smidge more expensive.
Yeah.
They're really good. They just don't, like I said, backstab Australian weapons.
Yeah.
I get it with Reavers where you're sitting there doing your throwing weapons, saying, "Oh, this is great. I got your Reaver squad, which is a good squad. Oh, I got no throwing weapons there. That sucks." And I reckon, you get the same sort of feeling with these guys. Like, yeah,
I reckon the only thing I'd do is like if I had like a squad like frontline Black Noms, and then I can go, oh, I'm gonna move up 6 inches and then sit here with my throwing weapons behind, and if you can't charge me, I'm just gonna keep fucking. So they've got to play. The D6 is also amazing, but I think not quite the S tier like they are in most other lists that they're.
I think maybe because like Terra isn't really a meta over here in Australia. Like from my understanding, like overseas, like
I mean,
every army that can take Terra spams the shit out of Terra, and I don't see that much over here. So maybe like because not many people are looking to try and mitigate that Terra, maybe that's where
they
I think there's a
definitely
spot
rock
for them.
up. They definitely
no, they
Terra
definitely
rocks
rock up. But like,
yeah.
Hey, look, BT feels like a good spot.
I think they're solid.
Yeah.
And a Warhorn to
D tier, fuck off.
buff to courage. hang on. Courage 4 Corsairs.
you don't need courage with throwing weapons, mate. If you can't charge them, you throw your weapon at them.
I'm more meaningful when you break, but all right.
I need to fess up. In the Corsair list I built, I had a Warhorn in it.
You prick.
But
you scum.
I also know
hypocrite.
It was the worst decision I ever damn made. It was just.
I don't know. I don't mind it because like it's especially in these kind of courage 3 up to courage 4. Like that's a really good leap. I really like that leap.
Courage 4. If you can get yourself to courage 4, I feel like you should. But.
And courage 5 Reavers as well. So if you're looking to maybe your bosun gets a little bit out of position, or you really want this Reaver to not fuck up one of your own dickheads, courage 5 Reaver will help you there for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think a Warhorn's got a place in a Corsairs list. It just
that place is D tier.
You prick. you fucking well, looky here, I've got the controls again.
I reckon C, mate. C's my vote.
Well, man. Fine, we'll split the difference. We'll go C.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We won, Jeff.
Yeah, we got there.
Well, no, I was gonna go B, and Jeff's just gone the diplomatic route.
I'd look at that, and I would definitely. I just couldn't see them being on par with other Black Numenorians. Like, they've got a use. I don't know.
30 points for Warhorn is just so much.
Yeah,
that's my argument every single time. It's 30 points.
Yeah,
so much.
I think it's these kind of lists where I think a Warhorn does actually shine. That's the thing. I like if you're sitting there and you're suddenly like, oh, I'm courage 3, or even down to courage 2 with some Harbinger around, and you're like, I really need these guys to stick around, or I really need to hold this objective.
Just kill the model of Harbinger, easy.
The fucking that 30 points could be the difference between winning and losing a game. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's one of those models that the bigger the game, the more value you get out of it.
That's it.
Yeah. In a 600-point game, I don't think I'd ever see one.
Oh,
maybe once you get up 8 to 1,000, maybe. Yeah.
I'd absolutely take it at 8 for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. Reavers. Well, cheeky little 2 attack motherfuckers. Man.
Look, I don't
9 points.
S tier. I don't think they sit S tier, but I think they sit nicely in A. I'm just going to go straight into it.
Easy A. I do like. I do really like the +1s or potentially +2s to wound if you can trap with 2 attacks. Like, it's pretty nice for a 9-point model.
I played around with them a bit. That's the pit when I was sort of initially running Corsairs Pure. They don't make these models, you have to convert them. So I did some 3D printing, and I actually printed them with an axe in one hand. Paying
the piercing.
God, they can
10 points, 10 points piercing straight 4 +2s to wound.
2 attacks. Look, they are a courage bypass, so
exactly, that is that they don't have to make courage checks once they're fucking.
Yeah, I've seen Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead do not like these guys.
Oh no, no, they
Outright,
wouldn't. Oh, they would
no.
not. And they're
Yeah.
still courage 4 for if they lose as well. Like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think A tier. I think you're right. They're not
think
they're
you're
not
right.
in every list, but if you've got them in the list, they're doing some work. for
Yeah,
sure.
they'll put in work.
Yeah.
One of the games I had with them, Riley killed my my Bosan early on, and then the Reavers were just in my back line and just went blep,
Killing your
everything
own
gone.
models.
Like, Thanks.
Oh, I do love that though. That is
Yeah.
that is great.
that's-
it's like,
That's
oh,
the one thing
12
that keeps them out of S tier, I reckon, is
I
that
think
that
so,
one
yeah.
weakness.
It's
Yeah.
that
Just
it's
that
that
it's
every
risk and
10th
reward.
game. Yeah, every 10th game where the bosun dies early and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna run from my own models.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I
Those are
look, okay,
spears.
we're gonna just real quick. I'm saying this spear boy is gonna have a shield because I reckon Corsairs should always have a shield.
Absolutely.
And honest, I reckon he's the S tier out of the Warriors. A spear and shield Corsair boy. It's just so nice. Just being able to support every fight, being able to shield when you need to, throwing weapons, backstabbers, fucking like 9 points or whatever he is max. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
real solid.
what a
Yeah.
boy! What
Look,
a boy!
I'm not going to argue with your placement of him either. With your placement of him in S tier.
Actually, you know what? I just fuck it.
I think
Yeah,
no. I was
gonna
about to say
suggest
I
that.
think they both
Okay.
belong there, but yeah, the Spearman up one.
Yeah, it's
So-
just that, like, yeah, being able to spear spot every fight, and like, obviously, you can make your lines and save you some points if you drop a couple of spears, but just having spears and shields,
I just
I'm-
spears in general in this game are fucking S tier.
I
like-
love spears. I don't understand people who don't do a lot more spear supporting.
Oh, I
Was that a
don't like.
cat?
Yeah, we pestered him for the last half an hour now. I fed him before this, trying
Yeah.
to keep him away, but it didn't work.
No.
What I was going to say, mate, is that list that shan't be named, the crossover, having a Serpent Horde Archer, defense 4 in the front line, and then you come in behind him, fight 4 with your Corsair. That's
Big.
like, yeah,
That's pretty nice. Oh,
Massive.
defense 4.
yeah. That's big. That's the
That's
magic.
massive.
The defense 4 is the magic bracket, I reckon. I've
To
played
be
it.
fair,
Yeah.
But running-
Mr. Bayornings.
Yeah, no, running both Dunedain and Beornings, D4 is actually incredible.
Just
Like
enough. It's just enough. Yeah.
It's those. I reckon it's those even defenses. It's like that D4, that D6,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
D8,
D8,
Uh,
D10.
I do like I mean D7 is also a nice one actually, but yeah, it's that D once you're up past D4, you're actually having a pretty good time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only the heroes that are bothering you, really. And if it's a strength for army,
Urks.
hopefully, yeah, number them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah.
The
no,
crossbows love
there's-
Urks.
Oh fuck me, yeah, they do, don't they? Oh god.
Number of shooting.
Oh, pain.
Stewie went through his phase with his that siege on minister, not siege on.
Oh, the assault on
Steve.
Helm's Deep with the
Yeah, so
15
he went through
crossbows or
that.
some shit.
And that's so I played that with this and quite comfortably win that shooting war,
Yeah,
So,
that's fair.
yeah.
That's very fair. Yeah. Oh my god.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Of course
disgusting.
says. What a good list.
Honestly, I rate one of my biggest regrets is selling that Corsair army. Not just
Yeah.
because I spent like 20 hours a model or some bullshit on them, but like every time I see them, like there was a post the other day, it's like $350 for a Corsair army, and I'm like, if I had the money, I would have scooped that up.
Fucking should have sent that to me. I'm after a Corsair.
They're just like,
Hey, anyone selling Corsairs, please. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Probably the one
Jamie
thing I don't
Bell,
think
give
we've
me my
emphasised-
Corsairs back, please.
I think the one thing we probably haven't emphasised enough in the Arbalesters and the throwing weapon is it's an evil army. The number
Yeah.
of
Oh,
games-
absolutely. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
it. It's
you get a big hero makes combat or something like that, and
You
then
just
like,
have-
that's what I mean, you just make a horseshoe, and just everyone
Yeah.
throws and shoots into that combat. Like
And there's such good value. Like there's such better value. An evil crossbow and an evil throwing weapon is
Yeah.
3 times better than a good throwing weapon or a good crossbow.
Just
It's
like-
just like
Evil shooting in general, to be
I
honest.
mean, even shooting's
is-
great, but it's like, normally you're not really, you're still at strength 2 kind of thing, whereas like elves
Strength
can obviously
2,
hit
hitting
strength
on
3.
fives and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But
But like when
that
you're sitting
ability-
at Corsairs or you're sitting on like fucking what are they? Hunter orcs and that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah.
those boys where they can hit a little harder. It's so good. It's so spicy.
and that low defense is a blessing there. Like I said, that
Yeah.
I remember Cal went through a phase with Gua here, and that's just being able to light his combat up, and you're not worried. Like if you get a wound on Gua here, well and good.
Yeah.
but
But
having those
you're
couple
more
of
looking to
defense
kill your own
remodels,
dude. Yeah.
stop those heroic combats, and yeah.
There's that our very first bat rep where it was Boromir getting into every combat, and I just throw all of my crossbows into that combat. Boromir had like maybe 2 combats all game, but he ran in. He was in combat the entire time. He would charge
Yeah.
in, and he'd only ever actually be fighting twice. Like,
I think the
it
only thing
was-
he did was kill lurks,
that was it, I think.
and that was it. But
Yeah.
these
And that
crossbows,
was after spending like 4 might as well.
Yeah. these fucking crossbows were just like piffing everything at Boromir. And I think he
You're
got him
doing
down to
nothing
1
this
wound, no fate. And like I was like,
Yeah, I think
"Ooh."
so. Yeah.
It was
But
getting
no,
rough.
couldn't kill the fucker, of course.
So
Oh man, but no, I love evil shooting. It's so much good, so good.
it is phenomenal.
Oh, but yeah,
Well,
thanks for joining us, Jeff.
Always a pleasure, gents. Thanks for having us. I'll hopefully do a bit more with you guys in future, and hopefully a bit more on the own channel. Try to get a few more
100%.
battle reports out.
Oh, hey, you
So-
checked up one recently. We'll
Yeah,
link
that's
that
it.
one down below. That's a good one,
That's-
actually. It's fun.
it's
Jarek's into me. I sort of started with intent to a weekly release. We've gone to 2 weekly. I keep saying to me, this is
Oh, mate.
monthly release by stealth.
Yeah, no,
too busy.
I honestly, I was thinking about it the other day, and it's like
Yeah.
you're the only one editing for that channel. If I was the only one editing on this channel, we would have had the exact same problem.
and like I
Exactly.
think like I've got the benefit at the moment of like I literally have nothing else to do with my life apart from go and film bat
Hobby.
reps and
Yeah.
edit videos. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
there's,
look,
there's
you
definitely
gotta,
some.
you got to
benefits
find
of
that
that.
work life balance. And hey, look, monthly uploads is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll try
better-
to come
better
back
than
for the 2
nothing.
weeks, but yeah, that's I think the big thing, moving up past Christmas, we'll be trying to get back to the 2 weekly, but watch this space, just see what we can actually do, I guess.
Well,
No,
Jarek's back down there. He'll kick you into gear.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'll have the bloody whipping boy behind us again. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Be back
They
in
run
weekly
as if
before
the
we know
whips of their masters behind them.
it. Thanks,
Oh.
stuff.
it's always a pleasure, eh?
Yeah.
thank
Thanks
you,
for watching,
and-
everyone.
Yeah. We'll, Catch
Oh
everyone.
shit,
in,
we might have hit 2,000 by this video as well, eh?
Oh,
Yeah,
look, at time of recording, we're 15 away. So get clicking.
So if we have, fucking thank you so much. If we haven't, fuck you, fucking subscribe. Go on, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, be
Yeah.
our 2,000 subscriber. We'll call you out or something maybe. Actually, I don't even think we get notifications
Doesn't
on who actually
Nah.
subscribes.
I haven't got a notification about subscribers in God knows how long.
Yeah, I still my favorite subscriber that we have is name wise
Good Smeagol or some
Good
shit.
Smeagol. Yeah,
Smeagol.
good Smeagol.
Smeagol.
I remember that popped up at like 350, and I'm like, oh, what a dude, what a chad.
Alrighty,
All right, lads.
friends and families, thanks for viewing this tier list. Jeff, once again, thank you for joining us. We'll
Okay.
pass all your stuff on down below in the different sections.
Yeah,
So
Check out Wild, you cowards.
yeah, go subscribe. Get them to 2,000.
Yeah,
Hey.
absolutely.
Get 'em
They
there.
deserve it more than we do.
Yeah, honestly.
Hardly.
There was a
Nah.
moment that me and Liam were like, they're gonna catch us. They're gonna, and then we were both stressed and we're like, fuck, if they catch us, what's Cal gonna say? What's Jared? gonna say?
Cal will never
Oh,
let us
God
live
damn
it
it.
down if you guys overtake us. So give us some strife. Go
Yeah,
subscribe
make
to,
us
go
sweat.
subscribe
We
to
don't
Log.
sweat enough here
Yeah.
in Queensland, so
Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to have
Yeah.
them.
Alrighty, lads.
alrighty.
Thanks very much
Thanks
for
Have a
again.
lovely one.
Catch
Thank
ya.
you once again, Jeff.
See you, gents.